Good morning. Well, my mic is being overly sensitive again today. I don't know what causes that. I've changed none of the settings from yesterday, and yet for some reason it is being way more responsive. Don't know why. Yeah, early morning stream. Just thought I'd do some Spyro. First thing to note is that for some reason in Europe they decided to rename this game, subtitle it Gateway to Glimmer rather than Ripto's Rage. Don't know why. It's not an incorrect title because Glimmer is the where you end up as the first level, but it is literally just the tutorial level. There's nothing else to it besides that, so it's a strange thing to kind of hang your hat on.
Is this rain ever gonna stop? I've forgotten what the sun looks like. We should go on vacation. Somewhere warm. Somewhere sunny. Dragon Shores. Yeah, I haven't been there since we kicked Nasty Nork's butt. How about it, Sparks? You up for a vacation at the beach? Last one there is a Nork!
I don't think it's these initial cutscenes, but there's one cutscene that has a real problem with sibilance. There's a lot of pt noises. Really clipping. Mostly from Alora's voice actor.
Is it working, Professor?
Almost. Just a few more adjustments to these orbs and...
Maybe this isn't such a good idea. Bringing a dragon here could just make Ripto angrier.
Calm down, Hunter, and stop fidgeting.
But you saw the professor's book. They have claws like this, teeth like this, and they spit fire like this. Puh, puh. They sound much more dangerous than Ripto.
That's exactly the point. A dragon is our only chance of stopping Ripto, and you know it.
No, it is this cutscene.
It's working! I've got a dragon!
Whoa, rough landing. Hi, which way's the... beach? Hey, stop staring. Haven't you guys ever seen a dragon before?
You're a dragon?
You got a problem with that, pussycat?
Well, someone forgot to invite me to the party. Were you trying to keep something from me? A dragon? You brought a dragon to Avalar? I hate dragons! Yeah! Ow! Crush! Kill it! Kill it! Go! You imbecile! You ate my scepter! I'll deal with you later!
Who is that jerk?
That was Ripto, and we have to get rid of him. He's causing all sorts of trouble around here, but I haven't got time to explain. Here, take this magic guide to Avalar. It'll help you begin to understand our worlds. Right now, I have to follow Ripto and see what he's up to. I'll meet you in Summer Forest, okay?
Yeah, it's like when Alora's voice lines were recorded, they didn't have a pop filter.
These messes, pal.
And yet it only affects the lines in the early parts of the game. The late parts of the game aren't affected the same way. It's very odd. Anyway, initial things for Spyro 2, very similar to Spyro 1. Collect a bunch of gems. There are no dragons.
Hi, Spyro! Welcome to Glimmer! Unfortunately for us, a mob of lizards just showed up and started stealing all of our gems. Can you stop them?
So every level has kind of like a objective, which ultimately just boils down to reach the end of the level. Which for the first two thirds of the game nets you a talisman. Talismans are just markers that you cleared the level. And you need to collect all the talismans for a given world before you can fight that world's boss. The gems are mostly used to gate you with regards to a character called Moneybags, who you have to pay money to trigger certain things. Enemies no longer drop treasure, they instead produce these spirit orbs, which are used to activate power-up abilities. There's also another type of collectible that I'll talk about when we first see them. Same enemy rules apply. Flame attacks don't work on armoured enemies, and charge attacks don't work on large enemies. I don't know why I'm being so thorough on the gems in this area, because we're gonna end up coming back here anyway.
Hi, Spyro. I'm a friend of Alora's, and she's asked me to help you out. Whenever you find me, I'll remember your progress like this. That zap means that if you get into trouble, I'll return you to this place. See you around.
Yeah, so Zoe's the checkpoint system in this game rather than the dragon bases.
We gem cutters are a bit too short to climb these ladders. Looks like you are too. After you learn to climb, come back to Glimmer to see me.
So this is the first case where we see a area we can't get to without a new move. So the game has three kind of abilities Spyro can learn over the course of the game. They're solely used for gating off areas of the level, forcing you to have to come back and backtrack. Most playthroughs, what I tend to do, there's a cheat code you can put in which just unlocks them all from the start. I just do that to save myself the hassle of backtracking, but I play it legit this time around.
Ah, you must be the dragon everyone is talking about. Well, dragon or not, I'm afraid there is a small fee to open the bridge. It will cost you 100 of your gems to cross. Thank you, Mr. Dragon. Spyro, was it? You can now use the bridge whenever you want, free of charge. I hope we meet again, when you have even more gems.
To get a good look around, hold down the triangle button. Try using triangle to look around this cave.
So I will admit, when I had this game as a kid, we had a pirated copy, and for some reason the pirated copy, none of the dialogue lines worked. Or rather, like, only 2 of them worked. The cutscenes were all fine, but any character dialogue just didn't play. I don't know why.
Spyro, thanks for helping us fight off the lizards. Please take this talisman of Glimmer as a sign of our gratitude. This magic portal next to me will take you to Summer Forest, one of the homeworlds of Avalar.
Yeah, so as I say, this level here is Glimmer, and it's literally just a tutorial level, so calling the European version of the game Gateway to Glimmer just seems really strange to me. Like, Gateway to Avalar would be a more interesting, a more relevant title, surely. Given that's the whole world we're in, rather than just the first level. I only recently learned where the name Ripto came from anyway. Hold on, let me talk to this guy.
Great! The Superfly power-up is active, and you can restart our gem lamps. Flame all the lamps quickly, and the big gem lamp will light. The power-up will give you enough magic to fly for a short time.
So this is the first kind of challenge for the other collectible type, which is orbs. And they are just called orbs. So there are some orbs that you can just collect in the wild, mostly in the hub areas, but most of them require you to do something for a character. So in this case we're flying around, flaming each of these lights. I missed that one, so we're going to have to do another lap because these things are on quite tight timing requirements. As is the power up. There we go.
Thanks for helping me light the lamp, Spyro. A fairy gave me this orb, but I like gems better. You take it instead.
So for the early parts of the game, there are a few things kind of gated off by orbs, but not significantly so. And then once you get to the end of the game, orbs become the currency you need to actually reach the final boss. So the first time I played this as a kid, I just kind of thought, well, what's the fucking point of getting orbs? And then I got to the end game and realised, oh, I need them to get to the final boss, and effectively had to near enough backtrack through the entire game to go get enough orbs to get to the boss fight. And now I just collect as many as I can out of habit.
These little lizards have eaten my entire crop of gems. I've tried hitting them with rocks, but they're too fast for me. You can try using one of my rocks. If you have any questions, just ask me.
So this isn't hard, but it just backtracks you through the entire level, and it's really fucking slow. Right, the look controls are inverted.
Nice shooting! Follow me to the next lizard. You can spit pretty far, Spyro! See if you can spit all the way to that lizard!
It is pretty much just a tutorial for projectiles, which only show up for certain challenges.
To hit that lizard up high, you'll have to aim. Press and hold the triangle button to aim, then press circle to spit.
Yeah, I was going to explain the lineage of the name Ripto, wasn't I? Apparently that comes from when they did the Japanese release of Spyro 1, they redid the title screen so that it said Spyro's name in Japanese characters, I believe katakana? I don't know. And they ended up, when they'd done that, the title looked a lot like, to an English reader, like the word Ripto. So they just recycled that to be the character's name. can't look up high enough from this close.
Yay! You saved my crop of gems from the lizards. Here, take this orb. Some girl with wings dropped it here yesterday.
We might be able to get a few more gems out of this level before we leave, but apart from that, we're pretty much done. So the thing that's up those ladders in that cave is another fly power-up. Though if you bring this fly power-up into this cave, it just runs out really quickly to prevent you from using it in here. So yeah, the last few gems we're missing, unless I've messed up somewhere, are all at the top of that staircase. Which I think there is a way up to, using like a proxy or something for speedrunning purposes, but I'm not capable of doing that.
Oh no! Oh, hello. We didn't get a chance to introduce ourselves before. My name is Alora.
Hi, I'm Spyro. What are you, some kind of goat?
I'm a fawn, you dork.
Oh, sorry.
Did you meet the gem cutters in Glimmer?
Yeah, they gave me a souvenir too. They called it a talisman.
They gave you a talisman?
What, is it special? I just stuck it in the guidebook you gave me.
There are 14 talismans in Avalar, and they are all magical. If you can collect enough of them, they can be used to defeat Ripto. Hunter, where have you been?
I, got a little lost.
Spyro's going to help us collect the talismans.
I am?
Yes.
Spyro, look. There's no way you can get to Dragon Shores right now. Ripto and his monsters have taken over the castle here in the Summer Forest. You're going to have to go to Avalar's worlds and convince the inhabitants to give you their talisman. You can keep them in your guidebook.
Hey, I could do that. Why doesn't the dragon just torch Ripto?
Hunter, you can't even keep track of your running shoes. How can we trust you with 14 talisman? If you come across any orbs, they're important too, but I'll tell you about them later.
Okay, no problem. I'll collect a few talismans, give Ripto the old hot foot, and be in Dragon Shores by lunchtime.
Deep plotting. Right, well here's where we get our first introduction to what extra lives look like in this game. These blue butterflies rather than the Spyro statue things from the first game. You can find them in these jars. Also, you can still like attack like these harmless enemies to get butterflies to spawn. But rather than in the first game where Sparks would just ignore the butterflies if you had full health, Sparks will now still go for them. And if you eat enough of them while at full health, eventually it'll spawn another blue butterfly which will get you an extra life. So that's kind of a repeatable way of getting extra lives. In kind of translucent water now, Spyro can swim. At the moment we can only swim on the surface, which isn't all that useful. But later on we will get the ability to dive. Is there anything else in this area? No.
Spyro, this is the homeworld called Summer Forest. There are portals to many of the Avalar worlds around here. Unfortunately, Ripto has taken over the castle, and we need your help. Start by retrieving the talismans from each of the worlds you go to.
Thanks for restating what was in the cutscene. What's down here? Anything I give a shit about? So one thing I will point out that got entries in this game, I don't think anything tells you about it, but if you hold down all the shoulder buttons, so L2, L1, R2, R1, sparks will point at the nearest piece of treasure that you've not yet collected. Which is very useful if you're just missing a few bits in that level. Like I said, they added that to all the games in Reignited Trilogy.
Hiya, Spyro. Ripto smashed this bridge, so I guess you'll have to glide across it. Press X to jump, then press X again while you're still in the air to glide.
That little flutter that I keep doing at the end of a glide, that's a new thing from Spyro 2 as well. So in Spyro 1, if you press triangle while you're gliding, you just stop dead in the air and just drop like a stone. In Spyro 2, they had that little flutter to give you a little like extra boost of height at the end of a glide.
Sparks, the dragonfly following you around is your health indicator, Spyro. The brighter he is, the more hit points you have.
So this is where Moneybags teach you swim. As far as I've been able to tell, there is no way to collect enough gems to be able to afford it without entering one of these levels. So
Sorry, Spyro. I'd love to teach you how to swim underwater, but not as much as I'd love to take your treasure.
yeah, there just aren't enough gems between Glimmer and the area of the homeworld you can explore to be able to afford it, I don't think. Right, Idle Springs, you do not want to go in there before you've learned how to swim, because there are some sections of that level that are underwater. Not to the point where you can't clear the level without being able to swim, but you can't 100% clear the level. So for the interest of saving you from backtracking, it's better to just leave it till later.
Hi, Spyro. You look like you're pretty agile. Let's try putting it to a test. See if you can get up this first step. Press X and hold it down to get more hang time.
So this is just a jumping tutorial, but it does get you an orb at the end, so you do need to do it.
Now, to make this next jump, you'll have to glide. Press X to jump, then press X again at the top of your jump to get the maximum glide distance. Nice job! Now try to do a hover. Press X to jump, then press X again to glide. Then when you reach the end of your glide, press triangle to hover. Hovering will give you extra height and distance.
And I fucked it up. Of course I did. So the hover was slightly broken in Reignited Trilogy. It had an issue where if you...
To hover, press...
Yeah, I don't need the instructions again. If you hover when you were too close to a platform, for whatever reason, it just ended up acting like the Spyro 1 drop out the air move.
Very good. Now for the hardest leap of all. You'll have to give this one everything you've got. Get a walking start, jump, glide, and hover just before you get to the edge of the platform. Don't forget to press forward on the D-pad or analog stick when you hover.
You probably noticed there's something sparkling in the background there. That's another orb, but we can't get at that until we can swim.
Wow, you're a pretty good...
Sorry, I skipped that by accident. I know everyone wants to hear the important dialogue from Spyro 2. Right, that's everything we can do in this area until we've got enough money to afford swimming. So, Colossus. Because we only have the choice of 2 levels at this point, and if we go Idle Springs, we're going to have to go back there. Colossus doesn't have any water, so... So every level has these little intro and outro cutscenes. Glimmer has them as well, but obviously they don't trigger the first time through. You can watch them on the revisit when you get the ladder climb, but if you do the cheat to be able to ladder climb straight away, you just don't have a reason to ever go back and see them.
A Yeti has been rampaging around our home, but we've managed to trap him by shutting all the doors. If you talk to the other brothers, they will open the gates and guide you to him. By concentrating, I should be able to open this door for you.
I'm hoping that banging isn't showing up on mic. My neighbours are having some construction work done.
Who needs a key when you know how to chant like this?
Enemies like those yaks are too big to be charged. Your flame attack should easily take care of large enemies.
Yes, again, telling you this after you've had to fight them already. So this pit annoys me, because this texture at the bottom looks like the water from Spyro 1, so it looks like you should just drown in there, but nope. That's solid, and also there's gems.
Hey, look what I can do!
Oh, did I just fail to collect one there? No, I did get them both. Just made one sound effect.
Remember Hunter's advice. You will glide farthest if you press the X button at the very top of your jump.
I think the first time I played this, I had entered this level without doing like the glide tutorial in the homeworld, so I had no idea what she meant by Hunter's advice. I was like, what the fuck is Hunter's advice?
Even though I'm a vegetarian, I think you should kill that Yeti. He's pretty tough, though. In fact, I'm not so sure you're up to it.
Interesting point there that the spoken dialogue says kill, but the written dialogue says torch.
I thought the Yeti was tougher than that. I guess he was all bark. Anyway, I was just guarding our sacred talisman to make sure the Yeti didn't eat it.
I think they did fix that to just say torch in every reading on the Reignited trilogy. Yeah, so these spring ones just launch you in the air. Where do I want to be? I don't want to go down that path yet. Really, I don't want to be over here yet.
Each time you defeat an enemy, it will release a spirit particle. The spirit particles will activate the power-up in that world. If a power-up is inactive, you need to defeat more enemies.
Yeah, occasionally Zoe's voice is pitch shifted. I think it's something that they intended to do and then changed their mind and just didn't fix some of the voice lines.
Oh, thank goodness you scared that evil spirit away. But now it will hide in the statues. If you were to flame all 10 statues, I'm sure you would chase it away for good.
3-star difficulty. I don't know why this is 3-star difficulty. It's literally just backtrack through the level and attack these statues. There's no kind of risk or harm or hazards or anything. It's just how good are you exploring the level. I feel like some of the later levels are better about backtracking than these early ones. Is there any in this opening area? Can't see any. What are we up to now? 7? Oh yeah, the music doesn't loop cleanly, does it? It just fades and then comes back up. I feel like I'm forgetting about one of these statues from somewhere. So I know one of them, I know precisely where one of them is. It's up here, and then, unless there's 2 back here. Come on. I know there's a side path over there, but there isn't any over there, I know for a fact. Seriously, what am I blanking on here? Unless there is one over there, I'm just forgetting about it. Are there any more up here that I've forgotten about? Doesn't look like it. Don't know how I'm struggling with this of all things. Well, we'll go down the side path and see where we see whether there's any down there that I'd completely forgotten about. Oh, you can't get up there from this way. I don't think there are. Oh, there's this one. And it just warps you back.
Well done, Spyro! You've scared the evil spirit away! Why don't you take this? I borrowed it from the temple. They don't need it.
I was thinking I'd probably do the entire first world in this session. And then take a break to do some ring fit and get some lunch, but so far this is taking longer than expected. How long have I been live for now? 35 minutes? And I'm still only in the second level. The thing is, because Spyro 2 decides to have all these like objective-based challenges, there's a lot more busy work involved.
Ah, Spyro, welcome! We have found that hockey is a peaceful and calming sport. Would you like to join in a match against our goalkeeper? You have 2 minutes.
Score 5 goals and a red goal. Now, for some reason, I always find... So there's a second challenge to this, because this is worth 2 orbs in total. And I find the second one really fucking stressful. So the goalkeeper is pretty simply programmed in terms of AI. It just tracks wherever the puck currently is, including if it's in your mouth. So usually the technique is go straight towards him to one corner and then just point to the opposite corner and fire. I'm never going to get that return without having to chase it all the way down the pitch, am I? Hello? Thank you. That's the wrong approach angle.
Well done! Have this! Would you like to try a game of one-on-one? The first to score 5 goals wins. You are shooting at the red goal. Off you go.
Yeah, for some reason I always found this particular challenge really daunting. You can flame that guy to knock him over. Helps if I can get the puck. Come on, can you fucking pass to me, dude? Oh, come on. Spyro, just pick it up, please. Seriously, why am I so bad at getting this thing picked up? There we go. Oh, I missed. As you might imagine, the ice controls are not the best. They're serviceable, but they're nothing to chat home about. Come on. That's the biggest problem. You can only move on a fixed turning circle. God damn it. Where'd it go? I've completely lost where the puck is. Oh, and he scored. Are you going to score again? No. We didn't get the skill point, unfortunately.
Well done! Have this. If you stared at it long enough, you might not see anything.
So yeah, the skill points are rewards you get for completing certain challenges beyond what the game expects of you. So for instance in that one, if you clear that with without allowing any goals past your goalie, you get a skill point. They're tracked in your guidebook, and also they every time you complete one you get an extra life. And one thing I only found out recently is if you complete all of them, you actually get a extra part of your guidebook which shows you enemies that were scrapped during development. And we can now afford to learn how to swim.
Hello there, Spyro. Would you like to learn to swim underwater? I suppose I could teach you for a small fee? Great. Okay. When you jump in the water, you can use the D-pad to move around the surface. Use square to dive underwater. When you are underwater, use X to paddle and square to charge.
Okay, so that opens up the back half of this world, but before we do that, first of all we need to go check out this pool out front. There's nothing else in the water, is there? No. And that's the orb. And the other thing we can do is we can now go and clear out idle springs.
Spyro, the items we were carving have come to life. They've locked us out of our temples and stolen our food. I've been locked in here with all our tools, and the giant idleheads won't let the workers in unless we can solve the 3 puzzles they've given us. The first puzzle is to turn all these blocks yellow. If you have trouble, come back and talk to me.
This one's really challenging. It's really difficult to know what to press. Because you think you can just press like 4 things and it wouldn't work. Oh wait, yes it will.
Wow, Spyro, you did it! I mean, I knew you could do it. Now, meet me at the pond for the next challenge.
Where have you got all the gems in the water? No. Probably yes now. Sparks is only pointing upwards everywhere.
This idol says he's hungry and won't be satisfied until he's swallowed 10 fish. He's got a sensitive stomach, so watch what kind of fish you feed him.
I think it's just that he doesn't like the red fish. And this can either be really easy or it can take you a fucking age, because it's RNG what fish show up. Also, if you're too late flaming them or they don't jump high enough, like that blue fish didn't, they can just miss his mouth and you just gotta wait for him to come around again. I muscle memoried it. Why are the good fish jumping so low? There we go.
Okay, Spyro, just one more puzzle to go. I'll meet you over by the colored stones for your final challenge.
Those metal shields are making enemies invulnerable to your flame attack. If you press and hold the square button, you can defeat them with your charge attack.
I'm not really showing it off, but every time I free one of these guys, they're unlocking the next door, so you do need to do so.
To aim the camera left or right, press the L2 or R2 button.
If you jump on these stones in the correct order, you will solve the puzzle. I only know what the first one is. It's up to you to figure the rest out. If you jump on...
Is there a gimmick to this? Like, you always match some aspect to the one you pressed previous? I guess so.
Nice job,
I always just did it by trial and error.
Smart for a dragon. All I have to give you is this shiny thing I found in our toolbox.
The music's hit jump a bit there. I wonder if there's an issue with the disc.
Spyro, you're pretty tough. If you ever want a permanent job, we've got a place for you here. For the moment, I want you to have this talisman.
Is there any reason I could go further downstream? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, so in Spyro 1 it was fairly novel, the few levels that had stuff past the level exit. Spyro 2 they do that all the time. So if you just grab the talisman and leave, you're missing out on a lot of stuff. We'll talk to this so we know what we're doing.
It's fabulous to see you, Spyro. Now that the supercharged power-up is active, you can charge through the pedestals and send the dancing hula girls over here to help me.
Yeah, I think there's a line of dialogue preceding that that tells you more about what's actually fucking going on. And I don't even know if it's possible to get it with how many enemies you've got to defeat just to get this far into level.
Look at that. The hula girl's rain dance blew up that idol like a Roman candle. Now I can pursue that dancing career I've dreamed of. Take this orb. It could help you go places.
Now all we're missing is gems. Anything else in this area, or have we got everything? Looks like I might have everything. I want to say the exit level trick in Spyro 1 still works in this game, where if you just go to the menu and exit level, it still counts all your progress. Right, we're now good to explore the back half of Summer Forest. So one thing I'm always surprised by with this game is the fact that they went with kind of seasonal theming for their hub worlds, and yet they only put in 3 hub worlds, and the second hub world has far more levels than either the first or third. So I was fairly certain there'd be some development background somewhere stating that, yeah, we originally planned 4 hub worlds and then had to cut it down to 3 for whatever reason. But I've not been able to find anything confirming that. Like, it seems like a natural thing to assume. But not being able to find any confirmation.
You're well on your way, Spyro. Keep collecting talismans to help us defeat Ripto before he can take over Avalar. Oh, and keep collecting those orbs, too. The professor thinks they will help you get back to the Dragon World.
Another set of ladders here that we can't do it with.
I saw something shiny at the top of this wall. You could probably get it, but you'll have to learn how to climb first.
Your game camera is currently in passive mode. This mode requires you to control the camera yourself and moves more slowly. If you like, I can change the game camera to use active mode. In active mode, the camera moves much faster.
I don't know why I didn't do that myself
Okay,
sooner.
all done. The camera will move faster now. If you don't like it this way, come back and see me. Or change it yourself by using the options menu.
We've always had trouble with the gear grinders, but now they've set up force fields to separate us. If you can find diodes, you can use them to turn off the force fields. I think there's a diode around here somewhere, but my eyesight isn't what it used to be.
Yeah, this active camera is probably a bit more active than I remembered. I'll stick with it because it's still better than the slow-ass default camera, but... Sorry, I'm not saying much. I'm realising there's not an awful lot to say about Spyro 2.
Oh, these gear grinder thieves keep taking our lightning stones. If you can replace them all and activate our generator, I'd be very grateful.
Yeah, this is 4-star difficulty. Again, it's another one that you can't really fail. It's just tedious. It takes time. Effectively, the challenge continues until you've reset all these stones. But the way it works is every time you move from one area of the map to another, some of the thief enemies spawn and take some of the stones, so you have to come and get rid of them. As you can see, there's 10 total, so you have to effectively kill 10 of these dudes before it actually stops spawning them, and you can finish. Yeah, so that siren is we've spawned some. So unfortunately you can't just leave them, you have to reset them because otherwise they don't spawn. Any more spawn or just that guy? Looks like just that guy. Yeah, as I say, not hard, just tedious.
Thank you, Spyro. I found this shiny thing mixed up with our lightning stones. Please, take it as a reward.
That's still not activated yet, okay.
you, Spyro. You've deactivated all of the electric barriers. We've been guarding this talisman from the gear grinders. Please, take it as a reward.
Right, and now we head back and clean up the gems and the last 2 orbs. First things first, now that this is working, we need to fail to hit anything is a good start. Do that twice. You know, for good luck, just don't hit anything. I don't know whether you strictly need to do this. I don't know whether you can make these jumps without slowing down these fans, because effectively what we're going to do, we're going to have a big jumping challenge. Hitting these switches slows down the fans that you've got to jump across, which makes them more easy to actually navigate. Are there any other of these to do besides that one? I don't think so.
Spyro, do you see that big building over there? The gear grinders are using it to steal our electricity. Please help us by shutting down the machinery inside.
I don't think there's anything around here. No.
Spyro, you've done well so far. You can have this little trinket for good luck. If you have any questions about shutting down the factory, just ask me.
Yeah, you just get a orb for getting halfway through.
Tricky. You'll have to use your hover maneuver to make them. Press the triangle button during a glide to hover and get extra height. Remember to press triangle when you are very close to the windmill, or you won't make it.
This is apparently a 5-star difficulty. Well, we'll just loop around. It's fine, we'll be patient on this one. And that's the first skill point we've successfully gotten.
Spyro, help! The switch to turn off the gear grinder factory is in that room, but, it's awfully noisy in there. Thanks for shutting down the factory. Here, I found this stuck between the gears. You can have it if you want.
And we're done here. Just a bit of gratuitous violence there. What else we got? Sunny Beach. So one of the orbs in this level absolutely sucks, but we can't do it yet anyway because you need to be able to climb first. Annoyingly, this is one of the levels that actually has a gimmick to it, in that you've got to do a bunch of stuff, moving stuff onto switches to be able to get through. And you do have to redo all that when you revisit it, annoyingly.
Hi, Spyro. It's a good thing you're here. If you can help shepherd those baby turtles over there to safety, I'll be mighty grateful.
So safety from what? What are they unsafe from at the moment? Just managed to miss all of those.
The water workers have boxed up most of our baby turtles. The boxes are incredibly strong. With a more powerful flame breath, maybe you could break them open and release the turtles.
So this is the Super Flame power-up, which eventually lets you shoot fireballs. Oh my god, the camera's stuck. Okay, hit it anyway. There's a box in that room, and the door only opens if you swing the switch, so that's what that was about. Because the camera did not want to share with what I was doing just then. Yeah, so this lets you shoot fireballs. This is also, as far as I can recall, the only way you can actually use flame underwater is with a super flame. And you can also aim it in first person. There was definitely a box in the opening area. I don't know whether both of them are behind me now or whether there's one in the last area. I've got a vague feeling there's one in the last area. Can you dive, please? Thank you. One thing to note about Spyro swimming, I didn't mention this, there is no concept of air or anything. You can be underwater for as long as you like.
Impressive! Most impressive. Please take this sacred, thingamajig as a token of our everlasting gratitude.
Nope, couldn't get enough height. It's fine, we'll take the stairs. Just trying to save some time, that's all. Yeah, if you attempt to flame normally underwater, you just get some bubbles.
There's a chef at the top of this ladder who wants to make soup out of our baby turtles. If you know how to climb, you could get up there and stop him.
Yeah, that's the mission that fucking sucks. I say it sucks. It'll be one of those things that I'll play it again now and I'll be fine with it, but just as a child, it just traumatized me. Like some of the stuff I was describing in Crash 2 the other day. But it's just like, yeah. Playing it as an adult, it's really not too bad, but playing as a child, it's like, Jesus Christ, this is so difficult.
Thank you, young dragon. The baby turtles will be safe up here. Please take this talisman as a token of our gratitude.
I think I'm only missing one level, like one talisman for this world now. I want to say, ideally, I need to be taking the left path. Yeah.
Nice work, Spyro. The orbs you're carrying have activated this special portal. You won't find a talisman in the Ocean Speedway, but if you're fast, you'll get lots of treasure. Have fun!
So the Speedway levels are the Spyro 2 equivalent of the flight levels from Spyro 1, where you've got a limited amount of time to hit 8 of 4 different objective types. And there's always kind of a designed route for you to take. Oh god, the flight control is sensitive. Which is not necessarily the fastest route, but it is kind of the one that the designers quote unquote intended for you to do. And so every flight level now also has an additional challenge. So when you re-enter, instead of a timer counting down, it's a timer counting up now, so you've got as long as you need. And there's always one character you can talk to who gives you a bonus challenge. These guys in the stands you can attack, by the way. It doesn't do anything, you can just kill everyone in the stands, I don't know why.
I guess now you think you're pretty good. Well, let's see if you're as good as the current champion.
Yeah, if you come and talk to that character before you've actually cleared the speed challenge once, they don't let you do this, but this is for an orb.
Alright, Spyro, meet the course champion. In order to win the race, you must fly through all the rings. Beware if Hunter flies through a ring first. The ring will start to shrink.
I don't think it's possible to overtake Hunter in this. This is just a follow Hunter through the rings challenge. Especially because until Hunter's gone through a ring, it's not fucking obvious which is the next ring to traverse.
It's not as easy as...
I feel like I could do with stopping for a moment just so I can let him pull ahead a little bit so I can actually see where he's going. Oh, I missed it.
It's not as easy as you...
Yeah, half the problem is Hunter clearly flies slightly slower than I do, or at least I'm cutting the corners more. Which means that I'm catching up to him, which means I can't really see which rings he's taking. But also, because the camera is hard locked behind me, it's not even like I can kind of just pull back and wait and see what he does, because anywhere I'm moving, my camera is trying to point me towards. So I can get enough lag behind him. I just completely failed to see where which one that was.
It's not as easy as you...
Depth perception, dude. It's a problem. I'm intentionally trying to take slow paths around to make sure I keep enough distance behind him to see what it is he's doing. Oh, I'm catching up on him again. There we go.
Great job, Spyro. That was some excellent flying.
So the puzzle here is you've got this door that you can open, but then it closes the door behind it, so you can't get through the whole thing. But what you can do is close the front door and then come out onto this window ledge and glide across to the other window ledge to collect an orb. Yeah, that's just the garden area.
Hi, Spyro! This talisman door will only open if you have all 6 Summer Forest talismans. Once the door is open, Ripto and Crush will be waiting in the dungeon.
Say, Spyro, you see this wall here? I bet you're dying to know what's on the other side. If only I had a few more gems, I might be able to remember how to lower the wall. Yes, the sparkling beauty of those gems seems to have jogged my memory.
Oh, one moment, I'm getting